Hi, my name is Blake Frazier, and I'm here with Connor Mitchell,
Hello.
and we're going to be talking about the new Spider-Man movie coming up. So what do you think is going to happen in the new movie?
So with the new movie, there's a lot of speculation going on about it, whether it's gonna have to do with the multiverse, a new Spidey villain, or whatever. And with Doctor Strange being in it, I think it's gonna have a lot to do with the multiverse, especially with his upcoming movie having to deal with the multiverse. So I'm excited to see what they're gonna do about that.
I heard that Marvel signed Jamie Foxx to play Elektra, and he's from the Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with why I think it's going to be in the multiverse. Just because if they do this, and when they were asked about Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire coming back to kind of reprise their roles and to go more along the multiverse, Sony didn't confirm yet or deny. So I'm really hoping that it brings the multiverse into it. And with Jamie Foxx coming back, it's highly likely that they will include the multiverse into it. And I've also heard speculation about Daredevil making an entrance in this movie.
The meme where all the Spider-Man
Yeah.
pointing at each other.
Hey, what's going on?
Would they do that in the movie as like a nod to the?
I think they should do something along those lines, just to go along with the world we live in today and bringing that meme aspect into it. And I think that's another thing where Doctor Strange will come in handy, because in the comics, Peter Parker came to Doctor Strange when the world found out his identity to kind of help him and guide him. So I think bringing Doctor Strange into this is gonna kind of affect that, and he's gonna have something to do with Peter Parker's identity. Maybe him trying to get Doctor Strange so the world will forget his memory, will forget who he is.
Use the time stone.
Yeah, use the time stone, something along them lines. Because Doctor Strange, I'm ready to see this and just see what all Marvel and Sony are planning on doing with it. Because really, there's just so many directions it could go. And especially with Spider-Man getting his iron suit, or the Iron Spider, whatever you call it, whatever you want to go with that. But with the Iron Spider, I think that they kind of hinted towards that in the first two Tom Holland movies. But I definitely think Peter Parker will be the next Tony Stark.
Okay. Okay. So if Venom comes back, does that mean that Carnage has a possibility of making its way into the MCU?
Oh yeah, of course. I really hope they bring Venom. I'm pretty sure they're gonna bring Venom into it, and I really hope they add to it with Carnage coming in. I don't think he'll be in the new Spider-Man, but after that upcoming, I think they'll probably start to lean more towards bringing Carnage in. But with the MCU and Sony always coming at disagreements, it's kind of hard to say one thing's gonna happen when you never know with those two.
Right now in the MCU, all the main heroes like Captain America, Tony Stark, they're all retired, not in commission anymore.
So I do think this movie will, going back to what we said earlier, will really draw together what Marvel's plan is for the future, and really show, because this is the starting point. This is that Iron Man 1. This is the first Iron Man for the next stage. So I'm just excited to see how Marvel and Sony really come together in this and put together the stuff what our questions are about, really.
So what do you think the movie's going to be called?
Well, it's confirmed the home will be in the name, and with the fact that Spider-Man's identity just got leaked out in the last one, he's probably going to be running away from home. So, and a lot of people have already guessed that it's going to be called Homesick. So honestly, I think it's going to be called Homesick just from the fact that he's on the run now. Like, he can't go home anymore. Like, everybody knows where he lives and his identity. So there's no more home. So I'm definitely gonna go with the fact that it'll be called Homesick or something along those lines.
Do you think they could do a release like they did with the movie Mulan, the live action version? And Mulan, they put it on Disney Plus, but you had to pay $30 to get it.
You know, they probably would do something like that just to have, and so then because let's be honest here, all they're really worried about is the money. So whichever way they can make the most amount of money off of it will be how they release it, whether that's doing it on Disney Plus or holding back for the theaters.